Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Guys, what an update. Man, oh man, I have not been this excited over SLA in quite some time, and I'm hearing the same outpour of love for these devs for this update. This has got to be one of the most generous updates I have ever seen, and it's being pretty much it's pretty much everyone agreeing to that everyone who is playing this game, who has returned, who is currently free to play or pay to win, has been really satisfied with the amount of rewards and everything else this game has provided. There's one little hiccup. I think that there may need to be a discussion. I personally don't mind it, but there's been a lot of people who are not happy with it, but we'll talk more about that afterwards. I think it deserves its own spotlight, but they continue to release more things for us to look at. So before we go on any further with what I want to talk about in regards to the dev note, I want to also remind folks, don't forget the content creator program, guys, is going on and new codes are coming your way. So if you haven't done so already, if you haven't supported anybody, or if you are and you want to switch, make sure you hit that support button, guys. It's free, it's easy to do, and I'll be sending you guys codes throughout the entire season. It's been 16 seasons of not missing one code. I'm going to continue doing it and pretty much ride this ship until it's all gone, right? As a community, I love you guys and I appreciate all the support. I want to say shout out to my top 10, NID 2065, Sergeant Fundip, Kill by Noob, I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. 631 Chris, Turkatron, my G, 1794, the Super MT, Thunder, and Makuja. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the support, guys. And anyone who wants to support, feel free to hit the support button. Remember, it's linked in every single description of every single video, plus pinned in every single comment section. All right, guys, well, let's keep going. It's a lot to talk about. There's a lot here going on. So I'm going to read this out to you guys and talk about what the devs have done, plus some extra things that are coming our way that have kind of fixed some of the bigger issues that people have with this update. And I think it's important to stress that the devs are working to make sure we're satisfied so the game gets all the love and attention it deserves. All right, so developer note improvements to artifact option efficiency and Sun Jinwoo's combat contribution. This is the solo leveling Arise team. In celebration of our 2nd year anniversary, we'd like to express our deepest gratitude to all the hunters who have shown so much love for solo leveling Arise. It is thanks to your unwavering support that we're able to reach this meaningful 2nd anniversary milestone. In today's dev notes, we want to share the direction for improving artifact option efficiency, which has been the subject opinion for many people, especially the updates. Right now, this is something I've talked about numerous times, right? I didn't think this was ever going to happen, but hey, they want to discuss it. I apologize. I'm still sick, guys. So it is what it is. So we're going to provide specific updates on progress of improving Sun Jinwoo's combat contribution as well too. If you guys don't know, a lot of the times he's not the main star of the freaking game. A lot of the times he's actually the support star for the current cast that is the hunters. So this is a big deal because we had this happen before in the past where a lot of us were like, bro, this is about Sun Jinwoo being the most powerful being at least during that time, you know, compared to who he was fighting now. And we all say he needed more of a boost. They're like, you know what, you're right, they gave him a big boost, he became the best unit in the game, and now we're back to old days where he's no longer the best unit in the game. A lot of times he's just literally playing that support button. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So the 2nd year anniversary evolution included overall stat adjustments to further highlight the unique characteristics of each hunter. As the base stats for Sun Jinwoo and other hunters evolved during this process, as efficiency gap emerged between the percentage increase options, the flat value options such as we just talked about this. This is crazy. All right, such as additional attack on artifacts. As a result, we have identified an issue with a certain value of points, the value of certain options which hunters worked hard to grow has relatively decreased compared to before. All right, if you guys don't know what happened here, I made that video for you before I read this. And before this even came out, there was a scheduled video to come out. So this is crazy that they're actually talking about this. So let's go back to this. We sincerely apologize for not providing sufficient prior notice regarding the fluctuation of artifact option values during the systemic stat adjustment process. Accordingly, our team plans to make adjustments so the efficiency difference of each option can be felt at a level similar to before the update. However, since the number of artifacts in the game is vast and each possesses different values, meticulous verification and inspection are essential for proper and safe fix. Bro, what? We intend to apply these adjustments collectively through the upcoming June update. Once sufficient stability is ensured, we ask for your kind understanding. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I read this dev note, I did not expect this. So what I said in my last video applies for this month. All right. Next month of June, we may not see the same level of stat adjustments required. So it's up to you guys. There's really nothing pressing right now for you to change everything to percentage. If you want to continue using what you have and just see where the dust settles at the end, all the power to you. Because that is a lot of refarming. Now, with that being said, they may not change this in June. It may take a lot longer. And we know how Netmarble functions. They are the worst at fixing their own problems. So let's hope we see that. Okay, now, I think the more important part, well, actually, this was pretty damn important as well. But let's talk about the second part here. As pre-announced during our live stream, the work to improve Sun Jinu's combat contribution is progressing smoothly with the goal of being included in the upcoming June update. To ensure that Sun Jinwoo has traversed countless battlefields as the Shadow Monarch, we can play a more dependable leading role across the various contents. We plan to proceed with improvements in the following 3 directions. All right, these better be important, guys, because the man is not looking as good as he used to. All right, so number 1, expanding influence in the Power of Calamity. Now, if you don't know Power of Calamity is and you're new, that is the mode right over here. Let me go to the mode here. I believe it's under Hunter Association Weeklies. Right here, right here. Power of Calamity. It used to be called POD, Power of Destruction, now changed to Power of Calamity, right? So if you click on here, you can see what it's all about and read more about it, but it essentially is just a harder mode with a little difference here and there, okay? So we will further expand Sun Jinu's influence on Battlefield of Calamity, where he fights alongside other hunters to emphasize his presence as the Shadow Monarch. Adjustments will be made to increase the damage contribution provides. Yeah, again, as mentioned, anytime you do anything like this, he is not the main star. He actually is the support of all of his fellow hunters, and that's been a problem obviously for a while for a lot of people, including myself, because you're using the hunter the Sun Jinwoo version that is the support version, the all intelligent versions with him doing the least amount of damage, and unfortunately that's been the case for quite some time now. So this is a big deal, guys. Through this update, the central axis of the party will be strengthened and the synergy with other hunters will be deepened further. Okay, so that's amazing. That is a big deal. And again, these are the modes that are going to matter because these are the modes that we are using him mostly for intelligence. You're not using him intelligence at all in WOBL, by the way, so he's not making a difference there whatsoever. You're always going to use strength. But in guild modes and team battles, he unfortunately is being used as support Sun Jinwoo more often than not. Okay, so second, improvements in Sun Jinwoo's skills will increase the overall base coefficients of the skills used Sun Jinwoo, allowing you to experience even more powerful force under the same conditions. This improvement will ensure that Sun Jinwoo's weapons and rune builds deliver a wide variety of actions across all types of content. Yes, there are a lot of skills that are kind of useless right now. If you didn't watch my beginner's guide, I gave you guys the best skills for each element. The rest are useless. You may, honestly, at this point, in my opinion, they may as well erase 90% of the skills and just keep the essentials and make it easy. Seriously. So if they plan to improve this, I applaud it, and I really hope it's gonna diversify the gameplay a little bit more, because quite honestly, everybody pretty much runs the same stuff. And that's one thing they wanted to avoid as devs. These are big deal situations for them because they always said they want to diversify the game, but it's really not diversified. They've actually simplified it to the point where everybody's going to be running the same teams, the same armor, the same cores, the same skills. There is no diversity. This is literally going to be everyone running the same meta. You know what? And that's not a problem, but at least don't say you want to diversify your game and then make it less diverse. Right? I'm not taking crazy pills. I'm taking some pills for my sickness, but they ain't crazy pills. Anyways, third, applying party buffs for the entire guild boss run. In the current guild boss content, the structure allows Sun Jinwoo to receive buffs from the hunters assigned to the same party. So that's team 1. Through this improvement, the system will change so that Sun Jinwoo fully receives buffs from every party. So team 1 and 2 now. Since the synergies from the hunters across both parties now apply to Sun Jinwoo, you'll be able to research more diverse hunter combinations and enjoy deep strategic fun. That's actually not true. We will implement the initial combat improvements for Sun Jinwoo in the June update. Specific figures, etc. are going to happen. Now, I don't agree with this. I don't think it's going to diversify the gameplay at all. I think all it's going to end up doing, quite honestly, is just making him do bigger numbers. The teams are not going to change. They're all going to pretty much be the same because we all use the same teams to get the job done. So all of this is happening anyways, but you guys can see coming here for login events starting today. Should have already started right now. You're going to get advancement ticket resets, reset tickets. This is, of course, to deal with the whole, mess up on their part when it comes down to percentages versus artifacts and flat stats. And then over here, they're going to give you guys advancement chips, luminous prisms, dungeon keys, etc. So a lot of things, guys, coming up in the month of June. They made some mistakes. Listen, it wouldn't be solo leveling without the bugs. It wouldn't be solo leveling without them saying, oh shit, guys, we done fucked up. Excuse us while we, take a whole month to fix the problems. Yes, it is a lot of issues. Yes, there are a lot of patches that they're updating. This, in my defense to them, this has been a massive update, and I don't see them doing this any faster or any better. I think the biggest thing to remember is the fact that they're doing their best. They have given us a lot of stuff for free, and honestly, I'm okay with being like, all right, cool, you guys fucked up, you are admitting it, you're moving on. We all make mistakes, okay? It does suck, though, to watch a multi-billion-dollar company just continuously make the same mistakes over and over again. It really is annoying, and I can totally empathize and sympathize with you guys on this one. I think they need to do better in terms of their quality of assurance when they release a product, especially one around the 2nd year anniversary, and how big the changes have been. All right, folks, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your comments in the comment section, of course. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.